I'm Vianney.
Ricky.
Amber.
And this is our intergroup collaboration project on linguistic profiling.
Linguistic profiling is the use of speech characteristics or dialect to determine a person's race and then discriminate on said race.
The purpose of this video is to demonstrate a typical scenario of linguistic profiling, as well as to share testimonials from individuals who have experienced linguistic profiling.
Hi, thank you for calling Vandalay & Company. This is Ricky speaking.
Hi, my name is Maria Martinez. I'm calling to see about an application I submitted a week ago to your company.
Oh, yeah. Well, we've received a lot of applications over the past week, but let me take a look at your application. Just give me a second to pull it up. Thanks.
Sorry, but I reviewed your application and we're no longer hiring.
Oh, your website said that your company was recruiting.
Well, we've filled a lot of positions over the past week. Sorry.
Oh, why would you even review my application if your company isn't even hiring?
Well, like I said, we filled a lot of positions over the last week, and I was just checking to see if you're one of those hired applicants. But, so sorry, but have a good day. Rosa?
It's Maria.
Oh, sorry, Maria. Hello, thank you for calling Vandalay & Company. This is Ricky speaking.
Hi, my name is Shaniqua Jones. I'm calling to confirm an ad that was in the paper. Is it correct that your company is hiring?
No, we're not hiring anymore.
But there's an ad in today's paper that says that you're hiring.
Yeah, but that position's been filled already.
Well, do you have any idea or any thoughts about when you guys will start hiring again?
Well, hiring a new person is not likely since we just filled that position.
Okay, well, asshole.
Hello, thank you for calling Vandalay & Company. This is Ricky speaking.
Hi, my name is Gregory Herner. I was just wondering if you guys are hiring at the moment.
Oh yeah, Mr. Herner, we have some positions available. Have you, by any chance, submitted an application to us?
Well, no, but I was just making sure you guys have positions available first.
I'll tell you what, Mr. Herner. Why don't you come down to my office? We can see where you will fit best in our company. Why don't you come down to around tomorrow? How about, say, noon?
Yeah, that sounds great. Thank you for your time, sir.
No problem. Have a great day, Mr. Herner.
So that was our skit on linguistic profiling. Now we'll move on to real-life testimonials from Syracuse students on linguistic profiling.
Can you state your name?
My name is Chung Jin-Ho.
Okay, so can you tell us what your experience has been with linguistic profiling?
Yep, there's one thing, because when I flew back to Syracuse, the airplane company lost my luggage, so I called them and said, you you guys lost my luggage and they take all my information. So, but I didn't receive anything, any email, any calling, like for 2 or 3 days. So I called them again and said, here's my situation and I need my luggage like right now. So they're like, okay, I'm gonna put you to another person. So the other guy picked up the phone and I state my situation, and he's like, sorry, I can't understand you. I guess he's like, know my accent and stuff like that. But then I was like, okay, I was like, okay, I gotta stay again, and I'm going to talk really slow. So I talk like really, really slow. I kind of know, like, I think they could understand me, but they pretend like they don't understand me, and they say, we don't know anything, and so if you can't speak, we're just gonna hang up, and, you know, can't take our time like that long. But then I give my phone to my host mom, which is American. When she said the exactly same thing, they do like, oh, I'm so sorry, and they apologize for like several times. That's it. Any other questions?
How did that, I guess, make you feel about Native America and just like realizing the racial preferences still going on?
The difference, how did that make you feel?
I think it's caste discrimination. I mean, I can understand that they don't want to talk to people with accent, or they just don't like it from their heart, but I don't really feel comfortable with it.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Alright, can you say your name?
Amber Evans.
Alright, and can you tell us your experience with linguistic profiling?
Well, with linguistic profiling, you know, as most know in the class, I'm from South Carolina, so racial discrimination is more prominent down there. My experience was I applied to a fast food chain called Zaxby's in Florence, South Carolina, and you know, I submitted an application, you know, and usually when you submit an application, you call back to see how it's going. So I called back, found the regular way I am, you know, I said, hey, how's my application going, you know, is there anything else you need, you know, just trying to see what was going on. You know, I could tell right away that I was being shunned or that they weren't being interested, you know, they, whoever the person was that answered, you know, they said, you know, they weren't really looking for any more applicants, that, you know, and I even asked the manager, and they said, oh, the manager's not seeing anyone right now, he's not looking at applications right now, you know, they told me to call back like a week later, you know, and so I was just like, okay, so I came up with the idea, well, you know, I just wonder if I sounded different, would they treat me differently? So I called back, and I talked in the, I guess, the stereotypical white girl accent, so, you know, I called back, and as soon as I did that, I got a totally different response. You know, it was like, oh, hello, yes, we have looked at your application. I even got to talk to the manager, you know. He actually talked to me while looking at my application. We even set up an interview over the phone. So, you know, like, it's just, you see that difference between, you know, I sound the way I usually am, and I put on this whole different facade, and I get a better response, you know, so it's just kind of like, wow, that's messed up.
So, can you state your name?
I'm C. Jalio.
And what is your experience with linguistic profiling?
It's actually not a personal experience, but it's one of my friends, because I'm from China, and there are tons of different kinds of dialects in Mandarin, so last summer actually, when he was applying for a summer internship, and he called the company in Shanghai, and because those people, the Shanghai dialect is really different from the one we use at home, so he called, so he has accents and kind of a little bit weird standard Chinese, and then he got rejected, and they even didn't want to talk to him. They said, we're full, and sorry, we don't have time for you. And then after he hung up, and he called it back again, but this time he was actually talking in English, and they were just like got super excited, and they said, oh yeah, you just send your resume, then we'll schedule an interview. And then he did, and he got the interview. I mean, yeah, it's like it's the same person, just using different language, and then led to different results. So it's kind of a little bit shocking.
Can you state your name, please?
My name is Vianney Ascona.
Okay, Deanna, can you please tell us your experience with linguistic profiling?
Well, my experience with linguistic profiling is not really personal. It's more of my father's experience. When my father was younger, he was a manager to a company, and their gate broke down. So they called a company that sold gates. And when he called the company, the guy was really rude. See, my dad, he is from Dominican Republic, and he has a very thick Spanish accent. So when he called, the guy didn't understand him. My dad is like, oh, you know, I'm calling because I need a gate. And the guy was like, oh, what the fuck are you talking about? Excuse my language. And my dad was like, I need a gate, I need a gate. The other guy's like, don't talk to me like that, whatever, you know, hangs up the phone. So then my dad calls back again, found rude that the guy hung up. So he's like, why did you hang up on me? You know, I need a gate. And then he's like, listen, stop fucking playing around with me or whatever. And he hung up again. So my dad's coworker called instead, who didn't really have an accent, I guess. And the company then came over with the gate and everything. My dad was like, hey, listen, like, why did you hang up on me? Like, I needed a gate. And he's like, oh, I didn't understand you. You know, normally this wouldn't be an issue of linguistic profiling, but if we really look at it, the guy was being really rude. You could understand that my dad had a really thick accent, and instead of asking, sir, what do you mean, he was cursing him off, he was like being rude. Like, all you had to say was, I don't understand what you mean, or we sell gates. So instead of thinking that my dad was talking about gays, he was actually asking for a gate. You know, it was more of a put a two and two together. So I felt that was really rude and definitely an evidence of linguistic profiling against my father based on his race.
Okay, thank you. The goal of this video is to educate current and graduate college students on the presence of linguistic profiling so that they can be aware that the way that you speak or sound on the phone can have a huge impact on the way that you're treated.
Now, we're not trying to tell you how to speak, but rather give you the information about linguistic profiling so you can make the decision for yourself. To further the experience of this video, we encourage all viewers to share this video, comment on it on what you thought, what you learned, and any experiences that you may have had with linguistic profiling.
Thanks for watching.